Dear people of St. Matthews, I come to you today to update you with 4 items of news and information. Pardon me, I'm going to read this script because I have so much information I want to share with you today. First, we are working on a plan to reopen for in-person worship in June. Council President Steve Nichols has appointed a small task force to gather data so that we can develop a set of procedures for this reopening, returning specifically to worship. The group is receiving data and guidelines from the governor, from the mayor, from the CDC, from DHEC, from the South Carolina Synod, and from the ELCA to determine the best course of action. Because of the rituals of church and the very things that happen at church, and our church being large, like safely socially distancing during entering and exiting, safely being seated apart from one another, singing, that's a whole other surprising issue, sharing the peace, passing the plate, distributing communion, navigating restrooms, disinfecting between likely multiple services. All of these things make reopening the nave for worship a task. Please remember that parishioner safety continues to be the paramount concern in all of our decision making here. Even after we do begin to physically gather again for worship, know that we will continue our live streaming for those who do want to stay home. Watch for more specific details about this reopening plan and procedure later this month. Second, while we focus on coming back together for worship, the return of other in-person ministries will be delayed until later this summer. Accordingly, music camp, which was scheduled for June, will be postponed. Jason has a great idea for an alternative event, which will be scheduled when we are able to safely do that. We are still awaiting word on Luther Ridge and whether our campers will be able to enjoy St. Matthew's Week there. The big event, VBS, Vacation Bible School, will not happen as previously advertised. We will not have an evening congregational-wide VBS with nightly dinners. Instead, the VBS lead team is determining what, if any, VBS we can offer this summer. Watch for details later this month about VBS. Third, as our city, state, and country very slowly reopens for business, I encourage you to support local businesses, particularly those owned by St. Matthew's parishioners. To help the office share a list of your businesses with the congregation, we would send out via email. Simply contact the church office and let us know of your business name and contact information. It will also help the office update records. I know St. Matthew's businesses like Lloyd's Soccer, Dosher Supermarket, Mount Pleasant Seafood, just to name a few, would appreciate the business. Also, when you feel safe to venture out, I encourage you also to support St. Matthew's neighbor businesses like Kudu Coffee and Craft Beer and Blue Bicycle Books just down the street. Fourth, and finally, May 31st was to be the occasion for confirmation and for the confirmand breakfast. Neither will happen on that date. Instead, our 14 confirmands have created videos describing their faith stories. Pastor Rebecca, who has produced most of these videos that you're seeing, and thank you, Pastor Rebecca, for doing that, will send each of these videos over the next 14 days. To protect the confirmand's privacy, the videos will be shared only within the St. Matthew's community and not posted on external platforms. I haven't seen the videos yet myself, and I look forward to seeing them as well. I thank all of our confirmands for sticking with it, and I thank the parents and grandparents for privileging confirmation among a very busy family schedule. Thank you. I am very proud of you. Watch for more news and updates as we have them throughout this month. In the meantime, do not be afraid. You are not alone. God walks with us in the wilderness. Wilderness does not last forever. Be at peace. Christ is near.